this sample that is supposed to be 4-ACO DMT, but then they're like, oops, maybe it was actually 2C-B, and they gave us the wrong thing, but it doesn't look like 2C-B to me. It looks pretty like chunky crystals. But what I'm actually going to do is first try with reagents, because everybody wants to get excited about the FTIR, and sometimes you don't even need that to at least get some preliminary information about the substance. So if it is 4-ACO DMT, that means it would react to airlick. If you get no reaction to that, I'm going to try it with the marquee, see if it gets a greenish blue color. If it's not giving me that color, then what do we got here? What the hell is it that I was given? Just gonna crush this up. Hit this really fast. Alright. Throw on some music. I don't even know what. Let me deal with that. This should work. Alright, cool. Everything's already queued up, so shouldn't have to do much. I'm not going to waste a lot of this on the reagent. I'm going to just do 2 tiny scoops. Start with the airlick, and then I will try to marquee also, even if the airlick reacts. That's marquee. This should be airlick, right? Yep. That's showing. Alright, airlick drops are on there. Not reacting right now. Marquee drops giving yellow. Not a good sign for either of those substances. Yellow oftentimes is cathinone-esque. So let's get it on the spectrometer. Spectrometer always has this like random residue on it, even after I've cleaned it off thoroughly. Alright, hopefully these samples are on the way. I said minutes ago that it was 1 minute till the Uber pack. Okay, so it looks like this reagent's slowly starting to try to have a green speck. It's a strange separated looking color though. That's usually it kind of saturates. I'm gonna like dump a little more powder in there. Alright, so that green does start to progress a little bit more. Why is this dude trying to sing over me right now? Why does this always happen? These songs are weird. So that means it probably is 2C-B. But let's see what the spectrometer says. No. And no for the rest of however long I can keep delaying this. Alright, that should be enough for the spectrometer. Alright. Maybe one day I'll actually get a sample of 4-ACO DMT to test. All kinds of mix-ups happening with these vendors as of late. At least this is possibly real 2C-B versus this crap that was N-ethylpentalone. So that is a step up, like a huge upgrade for sure. Wrong psychedelic though. 2C very much not a tryptamine, but a phenethylamine and mild stimulant. All right, so it's there. Let's bring it down. Let me get this microscope on it. There it goes. Bring it down. Measure sample. Yeah, now we're seeing green, yellow, green. It's just weird that it's like kind of separated like that, but this is 2C-B that 2C-B probs not 4ACO. And these are white crystal chunks. Let's start the measurement. So something else I could do while this is running. Alright. These are empty now. Discarded that. This used to have the crystal LSD in it. I don't know, I better use this for something. I'll set off to the side. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that is all I have of it. Well, I mean, I have a bunch of like pharmaceutical pills, but I don't know if what the fuck is this? Is this scanning the right? What are these bizarre things coming out of these? What the hell is that? Alright. WTF. This shit's keeping me on my toes this week. Let's see what these reagent reactions are for in your Ergcure 907 that they thought was 4-ACO DMT, but then it was like, oops, it's 2C-B, and now it's JK, it's neither. Never heard of this shit. Sounds like some crappy hero on Star Trek. Alright. Let's see how this stuff tests. I can see how it could get confused for 2C-B given the first test result on the reagent. But let's find out what the other ones do so that nobody would be duped, hopefully, by this chemical. This is Meki. Meki, I believe, with 2C-B goes brown. Let me try it. Fruity. Yeah, it's giving me like an orangish color. It's still like very strange with the way the reactions are like not really saturated in the reagent. What was that one that I just did? Fruity, and then this is Lieberman. This is giving like a random color. I'll try mandolin. And what else can I throw on here? Morris is not gonna be helpful. Simon, I mean, I could use Simon. I guess that's really the only other thing I haven't used at this point because I've used all the main ones that I have. So let's see if it gives blue or no reaction to Simon, or does that weird thing where it goes pink, which I'm not convinced is a reaction because it kind of starts pink. Alright, well, this is bizarre. Streaky colors. Okay, it's on its way. Great. That's that results on reagents. Let's do some manipulations on the FTIR. That makes no sense. Alright, so let's see. Just texting them. Okay. So if it's arriving at 6:17, it's like 40-ish minutes from now. That gives me plenty of time to work with whatever the hell we got here. So yeah, it's giving me that weird purpley reaction for not purple, but pink, whatever that pink color means with Simon these days. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna put that to the side. Let's do a. Let me check something real quick. Let me make sure my camera stuff is set up correctly. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna switch over to the FTIR screen. Um, let's see if I can get this. Whoops, my bad. Let me turn that shit off. I'm working with like a new. No, turn that off. Oh my god. Sorry. Alright, I'm back. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Alright, I'm back. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Alright. It like disconnected my stream because it froze. I don't know what fell down, but it's probably not important right now. So anyway, discovering that this thing that was supposed to be 4-ACO DMT, but then they thought was maybe 2C-B is neither, and I don't think that. Let me switch from this mode to this mode and just do it the usual way. I want this to be the big screen, and then I want this to be here. Alright, so the highest hit quality is whatever the fuck this is. It's by eye, I mean, it's pretty batchy, so I don't think it's making that up. I just have never heard of this before. I will Google it shortly. Curious if there's anything else in here. It's not a whole lot of difference. It's like random noise down here, which is probably kind of irrelevant. Benzocaine. Yeah, that's a weird. I mean, I don't know what this substance is, so maybe it wouldn't be weird for benzocaine to be here if this is real. I'm gonna go back. I mean, benzocaine comes up a few times from different libraries. So let's Google what this is. Any information on it, or is it just a random research chemical? Oh, a photo initiator. So it's a precursor, I believe. I've had a number of these types of things come through. They're just like sending random shit from the labs that aren't even. I don't even think these are psychoactive. I mean, they might be. Why? Why is it having a problem? Seriously? What does that even mean? Let me close out of some things. Why are my technology things acting up? Okay. What is with this? Maybe, is it the website or is it my browser? Alright, so there's no other information on this from Cayman. Yeah, let's see. Description, analytical reference standard, substituted cathinone. So photo initiator generates free radicals and this polymerization, curable inks. I've heard of these things being used. I mean, not this specific thing, but this was like the MMP showed up in something else that I had tested from and like sent it off to UNC. Oh, this is the same thing. Synonyms. MMP. What did that show up in? Do I still have the? I think it was that weird 2C crap. Let me see. No, these are not the batch. that had MMP. It was something I tested. What is wrong with this computer right now? Okay. What I'll do is go to my Substack. Unless this is just gonna crash too. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Let me like close out of a bunch of things that I don't need right now. Why is there no memory? What's wrong with my computer? Nothing is running besides the software in the browser. Yeah, this is so janky. Let me close out of this. And try restarting it. Can we reopen these tabs? Restore. Alright, so it would be listed on the roundup that I did last month. MMP. This one. This was in the stuff that came back as nitazines. And it says it's toxic. Substitute cathinoon. Use, yeah. What's going on in these drug streets? These street drug streets. Is there anything else that I should like? I mean, it's junk, but like, I'm just like, I wonder if, okay, so. Two methylene dioxymethcathinone at 2 mmC. It's gonna be weird when it adds all that part. Still not finding it. I wonder if it's like a precursor to one of these synthetic cathinones. Nope, it's 2-methylmethcathinone. The other one was 2-methylene dioxycathinone, which is different. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure out what else is going on with it. All I know for sure is that it's straight up not anything we were looking for. So, I'm gonna print this report. Do a quick print. And take off this part and save it. Try mixture analysis real quick. I'll look at 3. And Yeah, well, very interesting. Did I get the? I got a picture of it all, right? Like I could strip test it, but I'm kind of like not interested in doing that. Although I'm curious, like it has some weird, like whatever the fuck, interesting. Yeah, it's just the mixture analysis is doing weird stuff. Let's try two. Like no one wants to ingest this, so it's kind of like, why would it matter if there's fentanyl in it? But I think I'm gonna do it anyway because there's something that pops up that I don't think is like I don't know. Let me Google this one. Like what is ocfentanyl spelled slightly different? Yeah, it says it's an opioid. Wonder if it would show up on a fentanyl test strip. Where's that? Where are my vials? Am I running low? Nope. There's a bunch right here. Use this one. I'm gonna take what's on this and let me switch it over to this. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. So I'm taking off what's on the spectrometer, putting that in this vial I just set here. After I see the results of that, I am gonna make food. I've got all these like benzos. I guess I gotta test this Adderall, which is probably meth. That'll kill some more time. I need to do it. Alright. Got so much crap in the way. Alright. If it's a synthetic catheter, there's a possibility that this thing will, wow, the viscosity on this is wild. It's moving the whole vial around. It's just water. But I guess adding the stuff in here did something weird to it. Sometimes synthetic cathinones will give false positives. And this is some random shit that the strips are definitely not tested on, so man, that's very, very faint. I'll let it sit. I'm also going to use a cup and dilute it further. You can barely even see the second line on it. This stuff is weird. It's like stuck in the bottom of there too. Let me try to get it out of there. And I'll re-dilute this in 5 milliliters of this sterile water. Alrighty. Let's see if this one is a little less wonky. Can just sit at that angle. I'm gonna rinse this out while that test strip is working. But yeah, we got a big old bag of this stuff. Apparently. But again, from the initial test result, I could see how someone would confuse 2C-B, but only on the marquee. Everything else seems a little random. Alright. I see 2 lines on this one. 2 lines are starting to pop up in the original one too. It's just so faint. Even like the control line. Alright, so that's interesting. I just rinsed out that thing, but I'll leave that there for a little while. Let that actually let me bring that tray back over here. Need to wipe it out some more. So I can see there's stains in it from the colors of the last result. And get this out the way. Alright. Time to test this Adderall, which is probably meth. I'm gonna once again start with the reagents. Cause that's something that folks can do at home and figure it out. Let me see. I guess I don't necessarily need the pill cutter. I could probably break this in half. Take a picture. Alright. Getting a lot of texts right now in the middle of trying to do these tests. But it is the person who I'm testing for, so it's not like random interruptions. Alright. So I'm going to switch this back over to, oops, I'm using the wrong mouse. Cool, so this is going to have to get cleaned off. I think those 2 lines are a little bit more photographable at this point. Not that it matters, honestly, because once again, nobody's going to be ingesting this. But I already did the test, so I might as well take the picture. It's not gonna hurt. Alright. So put this next to this. Make that a little less bright. That was a decent picture. Alrighty. Throw this out and put that to the side. I will label it as MMMP Irgicure 907. Fuck. Alright. And that's not for ACO or 2C-B. Kind of gonna get wiped off of here, but it's fine. Alright, so clean up a little bit. Don't need that. Or that. Oops. And I need to scrape this pill. This is not the one with the scrapey ones. This should work. Alright, typically only 2 are needed for amphetamines. We're gonna test with 3. See what the Lieberman does. I think it possibly gives a result. Maybe it's the Frody. Let me check. I've got an old chart here. The amphetamine, the orange. Simons is methamphetamine. Blue is blue on the Simons for methamphetamine, and Lieberman probably will react orange on both of them, so it doesn't help, but we'll just do it. And mandolin does go green, but yeah, the only difference would be on the Simon, which is what I thought. Nobody really uses mandolin for anything anymore. They used to be one of the go-tos before we had like Lieberman and Frody that we used for stuff. I'll run the 4. Cause maybe it's neither amphetamine, and then weird shit happens. Not Frody. Lieberman, mandolin, Marquis, Simon. I'm picking up everything but the other Simon. Alright, there. Are we gonna get an orange? Is everything in view? Let's blow it up. Blow it up, blow it up. Let's put this large. Alright, are we gonna get orange? Yeah, I think it is orange. It looks like it smeared the color of the pill all over the place. That was Lieberman. Once again, it's starting to look orangey. That was mandolin, and then this is gonna be Simon. Will it go blue? It is going blue. I don't know why. Well, I guess it's looking a little bit more blue, but yeah, Simon's has been like funky lately. Alright, so most likely methamphetamine. But we'll put it on the spectrometer because that's what I'm here to do. But you know, it looks like the mandolin. I'm gonna use. There's a toothpick. I used the toothpicks the other day. So where did I put it? It should be somewhere within reach, but it's kind of stuff thrown everywhere right now. Well, I don't like wasting microscopes on stuff that I need to stir. But I might have to search for those toothpicks another day. I know they're here because I just used it last time I was testing. Maybe it fell on the floor. Cause I did hear something fall. And that's what it was. It was the toothpicks. It looks like. Guess the Lieberman is kind of a pinkish. The mandalin's not really turning green though. Alright, well. Wait. What happened to the. Oh my god. Alright, there. What's the time? Alright, I've got roughly 15 minutes before these samples arrive. And I want to be done doing this thing. Alright, so this is going to spectrometer now. I'm going to scrape it onto this card and then dump it off the card into the spectrometer. That should keep things from getting kind of messy and complicated. I don't like working with all that, trying to not have like a whole bunch of microcrystalline cellulose in it because it just makes the scan really hard to read. And if it's like only like 5 milligrams or something of meth, the microcrystalline cellulose, all that extra pill binder stuff is gonna make that noisy. Alright, so it needs a little bit more crushing to it. Some little bits and pieces came off. Alright, let me make sure this is ready for the next sample. Alright, it is. Alright, I think that's covering it properly. Alright, cool. So, have this point to the sample. It's very bright. I can turn that down. I don't know if I really need to right now. Alright, measure, and then while this is measuring, oops. Was it 30, Adderall 30, it's like orange, Adderall 30 pill. While it's thinking about that, there was something I was about to do and my mind is blanked. Well, I do need to make food, but I can do that after this is wrapped up. I'm gonna clean off this dish one more time. Took a picture, right? Yeah, I did. Alright. Whatever this song is, it sucks. Alright, we can turn off this. Of course, the microcrystalline cellulose is there. Let's get rid of it. Methamphetamine is there. Nothing else to see here. Literally nothing else to see here. It's exactly what suspected from the jump. There are some other curves that might just be from the filler binder. But I don't think we're gonna find another active ingredient really. Unless it's like just various things related to meth synthesis. So I'm not really gonna do a ton of investigation on that. There are some peaks here in the middle. I don't know where those come from. Didn't subtract out. Lactose, probably. No, it still doesn't seem to show up. Maybe? A little bit. But yeah. The thing is, the suspected thing, I don't think anybody was fooled that it might be Adderall. No, let's mixture analysis with the microcrystalline cellulose still in. And then I'll do it again with it subtracted out, and I'll do it with 2 versus 3 to see what the reports are. I'm going to try to make sure that the reports are thorough. So yes, it sees both in that. Should be able to just do it with 2 and get the same result without that third thing that I don't know really what it is. And if it's actually there. Alright, 6 o'clock. Any updates on that delivery? Alrighty. What? Why did this change? Did I mixture analysis on the wrong window? So that one, that pill was not in anything. It was like in tissue. But this is an empty bag, so I'm gonna put it in here. I'll make sure there's no fentanyl in it later. Probably not. Looks like the same pills I've tested before. but I'll do it anyways. What was that? Dun, dun, dun. Other things. Huh. Why did the results change from 2 to 3? I don't like that new, like, what is this crap? Methocarbamol. Oh, I've heard of this, I think. I had a friend that was prescribed this stuff. Isn't it like a muscle relaxer type thing? Could this be in there? Let me look at this more closely now. This is not the one I want to expand. Scale all. I only want to see that one and my original. It's pretty. Oops, what happened? Bring it back. Oh, I see. This thing is jumping around a lot. Oops. It's like doesn't really match much of anything. And I made this signal look janky. I don't know, man. I mean, I can kind of see why it thinks that. I'm not really convinced. The 3 result I'll probably use. And let me go back to the first search results. Let me see if methamphetamine is here. Is it demethamphetamine? You should go methamphetamine according to that one. The top hit. Alright, so methamphetamine, the highest hit quality on methamphetamine appears to be the one I just selected, 246. Yeah. Expand that up. Looks about right. Put that at the top. And show everything. Maximize all of them. Bring this curve down. It's like messy, very noisy curve. Just lots of filler crap. I'll figure out how to. That'll be one of my test subjects for figuring out how to get rid of microcrystalline cellulose from my scans. Might need that centrifuge. Alright, so hopefully this browser's not going to keep crashing, so I need to upload these reports here. These are from today. Upload that one, and mixture. These are from today. Upload those there. And I've got about 10 minutes supposedly before that car shows up. So I need to get ready to go pick up other samples, which I don't have time to test before I need to run an errand, which is right now. As soon as that sample comes. Alrighty, everything uploaded? Alright, cool. All right, that's it for now. Oops. Clean this off. And the stuff that's on here, I'll collect it into a vial. Or actually, I'll put it in a cup. Whoops. Cups are falling out. That's enough to start strip testing later. And wipe this down. So I don't have to do it again. And come back at whatever point. Alright, cool. So not gonna put this away because I'll probably use it again. Get that out of the way. Everything is kind of clean. Set this back up to the original camera view. Alright, great. Well, that was bizarre. Yeah, that was a bizarre sample. That first one, the methamphetamine, nothing out of the ordinary. Yet, nothing has popped up that's out of the ordinary. But that's it for now. I had 2 viewers earlier, but I don't know, when this shit crashed, I lost somebody. Or maybe they just weren't gonna stay on long anyways. Alright, I am starving. I'm peacing out of here. Bye.